Meditation by Karolina Kusarova. Meditation has been practiced throughout history for more than 5,000 years. In the recent 40 years, meditation has become popular throughout the world. 10 million individuals practice meditation in the United States, with hundreds of millions of other individuals practicing it worldwide. In the past, meditation usually had spiritual or religious intentions, with the hopes of attaining some sort of spiritual growth, enlightenment, personal transformation, or transcendental experience. Dean H. Shapiro, Jr. defines meditation as a family of techniques which have in common a conscious attempt to focus attention in a non-analytical way, and an attempt not to dwell on discursive, ruminating thought. There's many different types of meditation, which proves difficulty in placing them into specific categories. There's about 3 main categories, the first being concentrative meditation. In this category, the meditator restricts his or her attention by focusing on one single object known as the mantra. The meditator attempts to keep his or her focus on this chosen object with as little mind wandering as possible. In another category is the opening up meditation. In this meditation, an attempt is made to be responsive to all stimuli in the internal and external environment, but not to dwell on any particular stimulus. The meditator becomes actively aware of his or her internal and external surroundings without focusing on a single object like the first category. The final category is a combination of the concentrated and opening up meditation. In this category, the meditator may concentrate on his or her breathing, but be willing to allow attention to focus on other stimuli if they become predominant, and then return to the breathing.
Hi, my name is Elise. I'm a 19-year-old student at Kent State University.
So, how long have you been meditating?
For about 7 months.
And where did you learn to start meditating?
At my yoga studio back home in Akron. At the end of our practice, we usually do poses and stretches and whatever for 45 minutes, and then at the end of that we would move from standing positions to seated ones, and then we would slowly get into a lying down position. The pose is called Savasana, and it's where we just completely relax our hands, ankles, neck, everything, close our eyes. And the instructor would either play some music or just talk about the mantra for the day, something to calm our minds and just get us focused on our breathing and sort of centering ourselves. So that was it.
Hi, my name's Ashley Dudley, and I'm a 17-year-old student. I go to Beechwood High School.
How long have you been meditating?
I've been meditating now for about 1.5 years. I started when a meditation class began at my studio, Cleveland Yoga, and it was led by Joanne Abuswan. There are a lot of things to expound upon if you happen to live in Beechwood or near it, or I'm sure any yoga studio offers it a meditation workshop. There's one led by Joanne Abuswan at Cleveland Yoga in Beechwood near Moxie's. And just some basic things about meditation, how you get into it. Maybe the position is you may want to do crisscross applesauce, but you want to have a pillow so your butt's higher than your knees, or you can sit on a pillow again and sit in hero's pose, but it's easier if you have your hips elevated and you want to sit where your butt's in between your legs, and then you want to focus on your breathing. You may want to focus on a mantra. It may be easier. One mantra could be so hung, so on the inhale and hung on the exhale, and that means I am that, or that I am. And if you just, when you're in that position, you want to have your eyes closed and you want to have that mantra going, or you may want to count your inhales and exhales, just focusing on the breath really, and I guess kind of noticing what comes up, whether it's the activities in the day, but you want to focus on what's present.
after I meditate, I usually feel like more peaceful and relaxed. Like I would notice that even driving home, I would drive slower, not like in such a rush to get home, and just, I don't know, I was mentally calm and like physically relaxed.
You're much calmer. You become much more non-reactive to things.
They have to take it seriously. Like at first it seems kind of weird just laying there for like 10 minutes, but once you get used to it, like it really does calm you. So just go into it with an open mind.
A lot of people will use the excuse, oh, I'm so ADHD, I can't do it. A lot of thoughts are going to come up. Some people maybe only need to get their mind blank and focus on their breath for like 2 seconds. And that's their goal.
She calls